I thought I had built the perfect life, a successful business, a beautiful home, and a loving wife, Saba. We had been married for 12 years, and I trusted her more than anyone else in the world. But trust can be the sharpest blade when it's used against you. It all began when little things started feeling wrong. Late-night work calls, new passwords on her phone, and sudden weekend girls' trips that she never used to take. I dismissed it at first, thinking I was overthinking, but deep inside my gut was screaming that something was off. Then one night, as she slept, her phone lit up. A message popped up from a contact saved as Nadia. "Everything is ready. He'll be gone soon." At first, I thought I was imagining things, but then a second message arrived. "Once it's done, we'll finally have everything." I froze. My heartbeat thundered in my ears. Who was he, and what exactly was done? I didn't confront her right away. I decided to dig deeper, and that's when I uncovered the kind of betrayal you only see in movies. I cloned her phone using a small device a friend from IT helped me set up. Every message, every call, every photo she sent. I saw it all. When I discovered the truth, Saba was having an affair with a man named Adnan, someone I had considered a close friend. But their relationship wasn't just about lust. It was about money, control, and getting rid of me entirely. I read messages where Saba and Adnan planned to make it look like an accident, a staged car crash on a lonely road. Adnan had connections in shady places, and Saba had been feeding him my schedule for weeks. They had also planned to siphon my business funds into an offshore account and escape together. I should have felt shattered, but instead, I felt something darker. I wasn't going to confront her. I wasn't going to beg. I wasn't even going to warn her. I was going to outsmart them both. Over the next 2 weeks, I worked silently and carefully. I hired a private investigator to track their meetings, record their conversations, and gather evidence, not just of the affair, but of their entire plan. What he brought me was worse than I expected. Audio recordings of Saba discussing how they'd fake brake failure on my car. Bank statements showing money transferred from my accounts into Adnan's offshore setup. Video footage of them meeting in shady motels and exchanging envelopes of cash. But the final blow came when I discovered Adnan's criminal past. He had been linked to 2 previous mysterious accidents, but both cases lacked evidence. Until now, I took everything, every file, every recording, every bank transaction, and went to my lawyer. Together, we built an airtight case that would destroy them both. But I didn't stop there. I wanted them to walk straight into the trap thinking they had won. 2 days later, Saba came to me, acting sweet and innocent. She kissed me and said, "Arman, you've been working too hard. Why don't we take a drive to the lake this weekend? Just us." I smiled, pretending not to know. "That sounds perfect," I said. But instead of my car, I borrowed my cousin's vehicle and fitted it with hidden cameras and GPS trackers. I also informed the police about a potential accident plan and gave them the exact time and location. That Saturday, we drove towards the lake. Halfway there, Saba kept glancing at her phone, waiting for something. Suddenly, Adnan's SUV appeared behind us, tailing closely. My hands gripped the steering wheel, my heart pounding, but my face stayed calm. Then it happened. Adnan sped up and tried to swerve into us, just as they had planned. But instead of panicking, I slowed down and let him overtake me. Straight into the police roadblock waiting ahead. The look on Saba's face when the officers surrounded us was priceless. Her phone buzzed constantly with Adnan's frantic messages, but she didn't dare answer. Within minutes, Adnan was dragged out of his SUV, cuffed, and shoved into the back of a police van. Saba turned to me, her face pale. "Arman, what's going on?" she stammered. I leaned closer and whispered, "Game over." At the police station, I laid everything out. The messages, recordings, bank transfers, and videos. The investigators were stunned. Within hours, they charged both Saba and Adnan with conspiracy to commit murder, fraud, and embezzlement. Saba broke down, screaming that she never meant for it to go this far, but it was too late. The evidence was airtight. In court, my lawyer presented everything. The audio of her saying, "Once he's gone, we'll have it all," echoed through the courtroom. Adnan tried to blame Saba, but his financial trail destroyed his lies instantly. The refi judge didn't hold back. Adnan was sentenced to 18 years in prison. Saba got 12 years for fraud and attempted conspiracy. The day she was taken away, she begged me to forgive her, saying she had been confused and pressured. I didn't respond. I just watched as she disappeared behind the steel doors, the same doors she wanted me to never walk through again. After the dust settled, I rebuilt my life. I recovered my business funds through the lawsuit, gained full custody of my daughter, and cut ties with every toxic person linked to her. Some nights, I still remember the moment I saw those first messages on her phone. The moment I realized the person I loved most was plotting my death. But instead of anger, I feel something else now: relief. Because I didn't just survive her plan, I outsmarted her and sent her exactly where she belongs.